Good morning. Today we will be talking about the red planet Mars. Red planet Mars is in retrogression and on the 8th of December it will be closest to Earth. It has been observed and as per the book of mundane astrology by K. N. Rao, it is said that whenever Mars is retrograde and nearest to Earth, then there is a havoc on Earth and bloodshed. Wars may take place, untoward happenings, terrorism, the signification of Mars may take place. Signification of Mars is terrorism of any kind, wars, rape, earthquakes, typhoons, political instability, brawl between the nations going for a toss. It is a planet of activations. It activates, and when it on the 8th in the lunation chart of the 8th December 2022, Mars will be closest to Earth, and it will be at degree conjunction with Moon. The sign rising will be Sagittarius, and Mars and Moon will be in the sign Taurus, opposed by Sun from the 6th house, which will also be at 21 degrees. All the three planets are 21 degrees. Mars will also be aspecting Venus and Mercury in the Lagna by 8th aspect. So, it is not very conducive to give good results, especially when it will be closest to Earth. And as per the past, let me read out. Since Mars and Earth are at the Mars close approach happens every 2 years, 2 months. It is closely related to Mars opposition and Mars retrograde. Since Mars and Earth are at their closest, it's generally the best time to go to Mars. Many Mars missions have taken advantage of the close distance to visit the red planet. That's why, depending on budgets, you are often seen that Mars missions launch about every 2 years. As per the lunation chart of the 8th December 2022, red planet Mars will be closest to Earth and will be only 38.6 million miles from Earth, which is 62.07 million kilometers from Earth. In the 20th century, closest approach of Earth was on 20th November 1990, and a historic UN Security Council resolution sanctioning use of force against Iraq for its aggression against Kuwait was made on 29th November 1990. On the 27th August 2002, Mars was closest to Earth in the last 73,000 years at a distance of 55.8 million kilometers. Now it is again 55.8 million kilometers in 2002. It is now 62.07. It last happened in 57-58 BC. Europe in the month of August 2002 were reeling under the spell of extreme heat not witnessed in centuries before. The month was August, so it was there was extreme heat, but now it is winter. Wildfires ranged various parts of Spain, Portugal, and Italy in early August 2002. There was civil war in Liberia, in which more than 3,000 people died. There was total breakdown of authority, disease, famine were widespread. So we can also expect a similar kind of happenings around the world after 8th of December in the fortnight starting from 8th of December. Let us have a look at the charts of 20th November 1990 and 27th August 2002 along with 8th December 2000 to see the similarities. At the time of 20th November 1990, Mars was again in retrogression and was in Taurus. So we have similar combinations, and there were in 1990 Mars was aspecting four planets: Mercury, Venus, Moon, and Sun. The lunation chart of the 17th November 1990 showed that Mars was aspecting the four planets. And on the 8th December, Mars will be with Moon, Sun. It will be influencing the Sun along with Venus and Mercury. All the four planets, absolutely similar combinations. The chart on the left hand side of the lunation chart of 17 November 1990 and right hand side the chart of the 8th December. The following parameters require important dimension. On 20th November 1990, when Mars was closest to Earth, Mars was in Taurus retrograde, absolutely parallel to the conditions on the 8th December 2022, and Mars will be fallen planet and retrograde in the sign Taurus and in the same star Rohini. Any planet, any malefic in Rohini is also not considered to be very good. And there are similar combinations. Mars was aspecting four planets at the time of 1990, and now also it will be aspecting the same planets, the four planets. It is also believed that malefics in Rohini star cause disasters as per the past experience. Mars aspects on five planets at the time of November 1990, and on 8th December Mars will degree influence the luminaries. Mars will also aspect Venus and Mercury by 8th strong aspect. At the time of November 1990, Mars gave aspect to 5, and on the 8th it will influence 4 planets. At the time of November 1990, Mars influenced Mercury only in Navamsha, whereas on the 8th December 2022, Mars influences the luminaries and Mercury. At the time of 8th December, all the planets are influenced by malefics, whereas in November 1990, all the planets were also influenced by malefics. Hence, Mars on the 8th December is identical to Mars position with November 1990. And similar happenings could be expected. It is very difficult to say which all countries will be influenced, but a similar happening as I mentioned. Have a look at the chart of the 27th August 2002 and Itna. Mars was not retrograde, it was in Leo, and it was with Sun, and it also aspected Moon. The affliction was only to the luminaries, whereas now the affliction is to luminaries and Venus and Mercury. And the distance at that time was 55.8 million kilometers. Now it is 62.07. So it is something similar to both the earlier happenings. Now let us study the signification of the red planet. Mars represents armed forces, naval, air commands, police and engineers, criminals, firefighters, armaments. It is a planet of war and strife and represents violence in any form, including fires, explosions and armed conflicts, surgeons, dentists, butchers, assassinations, coup, accidents, murder and abduction, rape and militancy can be seen. It represents proxy war and terrorism in all forms. It represents infiltration of secret enemies. For India, it is the 7th and the 12th Lord, and it will be in the Lagna, in the Rohini star, and aspecting the 7th house as the 7th Lord. So there could be espionage from foreign elements. It will be most vulnerable for Sagittarius Lagna and Japan. Hence, from the above, it seems that the Mars coming close to Earth in the fortnight starting from the 8th December, not an auspicious one, and can cause lot of disturbances in the world, especially related to wars. North Korea is taking an aggressive stance and he is in a war mood. I don't expect any nuclear war. For nuclear war, the combinations are missing, I have already mentioned before. But the fear for war may remain for long. There could be strong volatility in the stock and financial markets because Venus and Mercury will also be in the fiery signs. There will be 3 planets in the fiery signs: Rahu, Venus and Mercury. So there are possibilities that there may be some corrections. Please do not take it seriously because stock market predictions are very difficult, and if anybody invests, he will be doing it at his own risk and fancies. I shall not be responsible for anybody's loss, any individual, company or corporate making losses as per my predictions on the stock market. Jupiter is also becoming direct, and the possibility of the gold to go down are all the more. The gold prices may break. There could be strong volatility in the stock and financial markets and some correction. So this is all, friends. I just wanted to share that Mars is coming close to Earth is not an auspicious event, and from the 8th December for especially the coming fortnight is not an auspicious one for the total globe in general. And Mars and Saturn both will be in earthy sign, so I expect an earthquake of intensity. Indonesia, Japan and the countries near the coastal areas are prone to all such happenings. Nepal, as far as India is concerned, the epicenter could be Nepal, but it is very difficult to say the quantum of the earthquake. But it seems that since Mars will be close to Earth, the quantum of earthquake would be minimum 6, magnitude of 6 or 7. So this is all, friends, I just wanted to share. Thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day. Bye bye.